What's good? It's your girl Lezhae, and we just poured up with beers and bottles.
Yeah. Beers and vibes. Beers and vibes. Beers and bottles. Beers and vibes. Flyers. Bad as mobs. Pop. Pop and vibes.
Yeah. It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL
And it's Bids.
and bottles.
We got our special guest today.
Lezhae.
I don't know where this guy GL getting these beautiful light-skinned women from. Oh my God.
Well, I gotta be a beautiful light skin. I can't just be a beautiful woman.
Beautiful woman. Let me say that.
Beautiful woman.
The homie, look, we saying this right because I know you don't know the backstory, right?
Why you starting so early?
Yeah, we always say the homie GL got a type, right? And it just so happens the last 3 women that he did bring up here happens to be his type. But that's neither here nor there. How was your week? Let's start with the homie GL. How was your week, boy?
It was cool. We had a dope guest last week. We had Ice from the Joe Buttons podcast.
Right.
The feedback was amazing. You feel me? Man, I'm waiting to see the next guest. I'm surprised we got 20. We got through 20. You know, I didn't want to do this shit. So 20 of them.
Not my boy.
That's a long commitment, yeah.
So the homie GL, like, y'all don't know this, like, I called the homie GL out the blue one day. I'm like, yo, I had a podcast before I wanted to do a new one. You know what I mean? The music been doing well. My stream been going crazy. You know what I mean? 4.6 million streams in 6 months. It's been doing well. I said, yo, let me just try to do something different. And I wanted to add the homie GL. I felt like he was perfect for what I was trying to do. And I just made him one of my partners. And we moved from there. He was kind of like hesitant. He don't know what the podcast entails. He too cool. He's a cool nigga. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But how was your week?
My week was good. This week, I shot the video shoot to my FNF freestyle.
Right.
Drop did that.
Right. I seen that.
Shout out to Drop.
I had to bless his pockets a little extra because I wanted that expedited. Yeah. So I got that back. I got that done. I got that released. I've been in the studio this past week. I had a regular session and a mixing session. So, just been working. I just been trying to get my feet back wet and really just show. I could curse on here, right?
Yeah, you say whatever you
really
want to
just
say,
show
man.
niggas what it is. Like I'm back on my shit with,
that's what
with
I'm
the
talking
music.
about.
Yeah, I took a step back, but I'm back fucking with it. So
As you should. But look, a lot of people come up here. We talk to them. You know what I mean, from the perspective of where they started from. You know what I mean,
Right.
where it really happened for them from. So bring us back to your origin story, where it started from for you. You know what I mean, as a youth, to how you grew up. So on and so forth. We really want where you from. We want to know. We want to get to know you here. This whole hour is about you. We really trying to get to know you.
Let's see where it started. When you say where it started, you mean like
Life.
life, just in general.
It's a life
where you
podcast.
from?
So my story started in Passaic, New Jersey.
Talk to us.
Okay.
Okay, right? So I kind of bounced around. It's 3 different projects in Passaic.
Right.
I kind of bounced around between all 3 because my grandmother raised me. Growing up, we had public housing. So, it might shift you in between the 3.
Right.
So it was like that for a little while. But then by the time I was like 7, we got Section 8 and we moved out.
Y'all was lit.
Section
It was
8.
lit. Shout out to Section
Nigga, we
8.
made it.
I'm giving it real. I'm telling y'all where it started, right? So we moved out. But then a little down the line, but by the time I was about 12, 13 years old, that Section 8 was gone. We was back in the hood. So, honestly, just where it started from me knowing that I wanted to be different and wanted to do something that was different is just watching the fucked up cycle of my family and like starting to get old enough to realize that a lot of shit wasn't normal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just having that hunger for myself on some shit like I used to get picked on. You know what I'm saying? Like in school.
I can't tell. That's what
But
it was.
not picked on in school as in like bullied, but it would be certain people who would like
Say
crack
those
jokes
things.
because my grandmother couldn't afford to buy me nice things.
Right.
At that time. So then it was like, man, I just got to get my own shit cracking. And then that's where my hunger for money really came in. Like I had this nigga that's like a brother to me. He was like, yo, you be out here like you can make money selling Lucy's. The corner stores closed at 10.
How old were you around this time?
I was like 12.
Selling Lucy's?
Yeah.
You a goon.
Yeah, that's the street shit though.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. The streets is so fucked up. Like at that time, that person was one of the most hustling people I knew. Like really looked up to him type shit.
Right.
And he fucked up on drugs right now. You feel me? That's how fucked up the streets is.
That's how it always usually be.
Yeah, but nah, he started telling me like really putting me on the game. Like boom, you buy the pack of cigarettes. Maybe they up now, but at that time maybe like $8. Like you buy the cigarettes, you sell the loosies for $2 a pop because they ain't getting no loosies nowhere else. They don't want to pay for a full pack at the gas station. Niggas is drunk on pills. You gonna make your money. I started going through like 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes a night, and then it really became like a little hustle for me. And then,
how many loosies in a pack?
It's 20 cigarettes.
20 cigarettes in a pack?
Mm-hmm. You're making $40
off of $8.
Off of $8
and then
pack?
I was getting rid of like 8.
If you ain't a hustler,
I said get rid of 8. I'm sorry.
That?
Getting rid of like 3 packs a night.
A night?
And then I just got bored, like not necessarily bored with it, but I just wanted a little bit more.
Right.
So then that just led me into like other things, like selling weed. And
how old were you when you started doing those things? Like the same age or like
selling
a year?
Weed, I was about 14 years
15,
old.
14,
nah,
15.
definitely like 14.
Wow.
Because I remember when I was 15 is when I started selling mollies.
Yeah, you just kept moving up. Huh?
No, but I stopped right there because it was really, really risky.
There's only one next.
Yeah, no, it was really risky after that. You know what I'm saying?
At 14, you wasn't worried about like being robbed?
No.
Because you're a woman?
No, I wasn't worried about it. Because where I'm from, it's like, first of all, it's not competition. I'm not competition for the niggas from my hood because they not selling weed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They onto other things. So it worked out. And then on top of that, like, nobody's coming to my hood and doing nothing to me.
And you was in the projects?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Oh, so
at that time, I wasn't living in the projects no more. I was living on a building right on the corner of the projects.
Right.
So, like, say this is the projects. It's a one-way. It's called 6th Street.
Right.
And then this is the next street over called 5th Street. And the block in between is Passaic Street. So I lived right on Passaic Street. Okay. Right around the corner from the project.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been to Passaic a lot of times, but my only introduction to Passaic is a female. I'll tell you about her after this. You know what I mean? And then after a female, it was like the Palace. So you know what I mean? I'm from
I worked at the
County
Palace.
Dude. I don't remember you. So
I bartended at the Palace.
But I think you younger than me. You might be what 26 or something.
Not even. I'm 24.
I'm
24.
While you out there getting money, where's your pops at? No disrespect. Where's your uncles? Like they was cool with that?
My father was in jail my whole life. Like not a whole life bid, but he did big bids at a time. So he went away when I was 2 months, and he came out when I was 7. Right. And he went back when I was 8, and he came back when I was 12, and he went back when I was like right before I turned 14. And he came back. I had a daughter. I was trapping. I had my like.
How old were you?
I was like about to be 19.
Oh, how old were you when you had your daughter?
I was 17 when I had my
17.
daughter. Mm-hmm.
Wow. What, as a teenage mom, how was that for you? Like raising her. What was your mindset when you first had your child?
It was a lot of mixed emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest thing, right? That I said it on live a couple times, but I never really got a chance to sit down and say it like in an interview. So this is like. It's
exclusive
type shit. I had a lot of mixed emotions because I lied to my kid's father about my age.
Wow.
And then I popped out.
Father?
You know, Fetty.
Yeah, Fetty.
I lied to him about my age, and then I popped out pregnant afterwards. You get what I'm saying? Right. So it was like, damn, I ain't want all of that. This side of that, you know.
Was he the Fetty Wap that we knew? Like he was up? Then?
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Oh, he was from
he was really grinding at that time. Like really. Trying to sell his mixtapes in Patterson in the hood, like pulling up with the van with Nit and all of them, like you know
before the fame.
Yeah. Like he didn't even have a car when I first started dating him. Wow. He used to like take the bus to come and see me. I know I said that a couple of times, but yeah, it was definitely before the fame. Okay. Just a little weird, but yeah, it was before that.
And you was grinding, he was grinding. How old you told him you was?
I told him I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's just clear this air real quick. Let's just clear this air real quick. That is extremely not safe to all the young girls out there. Right. This is not a first time thing. You know what I'm saying? This is a common thing for girls to lie about their age to guys, but they don't think about the consequences in the long run that could in turn from the situation.
It took me till I got a little older that if a girl says she 18, I second guess it. Like, that's you 18 on the nose?
It was horrible to the point that he asked me to send him my ID. And I ran and went and got the ID done. And like the same morning, the same day, everything. And I sent him a picture of it. And it was fake. You know what I'm saying? I went.
Oh, so you went hard with the lie.
Yeah, I went to extreme measures to cover this lie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and it just wasn't a good thing. So I just really want to anti-advise all young girls, do not do that.
Do this.
And it took me a long time to come clean about it too.
Wow.
Because I had to mature. You know, I was still 17, 18. I was like, oh my God, he's going to think I'm crazy.
And how was so was the baby born when he found out that she was 18? When he wasn't 18?
I mean, he found out, like, we had a second kid by the time he found out, like, my real age. Like, I was.
You serious
extremely
right now?
lying. I was in the hospital when I was having the baby. I was lying to the nurse about my date of birth and everything. And it was like, well, that's weird because on your intake it said, I was like, oh, I don't know why. And then she was just like, oh, they do that, make those silly mistakes sometimes, and just walked out. I was like,
you're a girl.
Yeah, no, it was
got
horrible.
2 children together?
Yeah, I have 2.
Wow, and you just lied to this man. You are not.
Yeah, no, that's not good at all. That's why I was saying, like, girls really shouldn't do that. You know?
Right.
Now I'm gonna be 25 this year, so I'm mature enough to say, no, that was some stupid shit.
So moving forward, right, when he blew, right, and were you working with music at all at that time or no?
No, I didn't even know I knew how to rap.
So how old when you started dealing with the music?
It was actually right after I had my son, about 2018, because I have a friend that raps, and he's been rapping for a long time. And he always would tell me, like, my voice would probably really sound good.
What's his name? I think I know you're talking about.
His name is Jay.
Oh, okay.
That was season he goes by.
Yeah, him.
So, yeah.
I seen y'all book the Angels way back. Like,
yeah. He's the one who got me into rapping.
And shit like that.
He started writing my raps, and he was like, try this. And I mean, this funny backstory. The first studio session we had went absolutely completely left. And because the engineer's girlfriend was jealous, and she was like upset and was like, who are these bitches? Who are these hoes?
Well, you come to the studio session is deep.
Not my boy.
Nah. It was honestly me and her, Taylor.
And that's it.
And that
was enough.
Insecurity.
And I'm the type, and while she's saying, like, the first time I let it slide, but that second time I'm like, well, who are the bitches and hoes that you're talking about? Because I'm confused. Right. So that started an exchange. And if I'm not mistaken, like, things just got a little crazy, and it was just fucked up because I didn't know she was pregnant, and I found out afterwards.
Y'all beat up.
I mean, I didn't really beat her up because there was so many men there that was able to jump in the middle, you know what I'm saying, of it. But I did throw a Windex bottle, like, right at her face really hard. I didn't know she was pregnant.
Right.
She did swing on me first, though, so it was just too much. But I just feel like if you're pregnant, you don't go around starting all that, you know? Yeah, that's too much. But that was a funny backstory, my first studio session. And then I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm never going back to the studio. It's drama. Bitches is haters. Like, and he just kept pushing me like, nah, like, we go to a different studio. Fuck that. We went to a different studio, and I really liked rapping. And then what ended up happening is he started slacking on my verses. Like, when he would send them to me, like, the bars wouldn't be complete, and I couldn't catch the flow of it, and it was just annoying. So I started going off of what he wrote for me, and then I would just write my raps like that, and then I wrote a whole rap by myself, and I went to the studio, and I was so nervous because there was so many people there, and I'm like, oh my God, what if the shit is corny? Everybody gonna be clowning me.
Right.
And I did it, and everybody just fell in love with it like crazy.
So what was your first time when you started getting that response from the people when you putting it out?
That first time I wrote my own music.
And you dropped your own shit?
I didn't even drop it. I went live, and the Shade Room posted it, and it got like 5 million views, and it was like 10,000 comments.
Your joint?
Nah, yeah.
Shade Room posted music a couple times. But this was the first. This was in 2018. So when I first started rapping, and it was like 10,000 comments under there, and like not even trying to be funny. People like, yo, she rap better than her baby father. Like, she fire. Drop this ASAP. Da 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 da. I'm like, oh shit, like this could be something.
Got a great response from it.
Yeah. And then it just went on. Like, as I kept going hard with the music, it just went on. Like, I dropped my song "It's a Mood" at that time, and like the girls loved it. Like, I couldn't stop. It was so many videos getting poured in of girls doing this song that I couldn't even keep up with reposting everybody. Like, it was crazy.
It seemed like it just, the music took a life of its own for you.
It really did.
Yeah. Well, what made you stop? Why did you take that little hiatus, little small break?
Well, it was a mix of things. Like, I was in some fucked up management with somebody who didn't know what they was doing.
Right.
And it's like, you're not about to get rich off me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I chilled until my contract was expired with him. That was definitely a goal for me.
Right.
And I also went back to school and finished my nursing degree. So I took time to focus on that.
Right.
And now that I'm done with that, I feel more comfortable being able to really let my hair down with the music.
Right.
It just feels so much better. It feels so much different this time. Like, I'm so much more comfortable as an artist. I'm so much more comfortable putting my inputs in my sessions with my engineer, like what I do and don't like, what I do and don't want, and how I want it. Like, everything about it. I've completely grown into an artist, and I'm happy about it. Like, it took a long time for this to happen.
So you full-fledged now. You ain't playing no more.
Like, it was to the point that even after rapping for like a year, I still was nervous to go in the booth and like super closed off and like having to do shit like 10, 20 takes just to get it right because I'm not comfortable in the booth. Like, that is none of that shit no more.
You know it's nothing wrong with having a closed session. Like, nobody got to be there. Like, get all them motherfuckers out of there.
Nah, hell yeah.
Right.
I definitely do closed sessions.
Yeah.
I definitely do closed sessions because this is the way I think about it, right? It ain't even nothing personal. It's like, say if you're my engineer and I want to bring you and you with me, I don't have nothing against y'all on why I don't want y'all in my session, but you might have a small problem. He might spill something on your shoe. Now y'all get to going back and forth, and now y'all bringing negativity into my session on my dime. So to avoid all of that, I do closed sessions. But sometimes when I'm trying to catch a vibe, I'll pull up with my peoples. Like,
So,
it depends.
I'll go back to the life brand. We're gonna touch back in the music, but I just want the people to really know. You know what I mean? Because it's teenagers that listen to this, so on and so forth. Being that you had a baby young, what was some of the biggest hurdles that you had as a youth? You know what I mean? As a teenager, having a child into motherhood. To be able to graduate and grow. When I say graduate, I mean graduate from that one child to the second child and just be able to grow with it on your own. With probably just having minimal funds. And I'm not sure what he was doing that for you.
Yeah,
at the time,
it was like that. It was difficult. It was very difficult. And I feel like it's a moment. The way I feel is this, right? I feel like God sent people in your life at a certain time just to save your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That person might not be around 5 months later, but them 5 months ago that they was there is when God knew that you needed that cushion.
Right.
So that's how my situation was. I was fortunate enough to I was 17 with a baby. And as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I dropped out of high school, got my GED, enrolled in college, and got a job. So I was pregnant, working, and going to college.
Wow.
And so at the time that I had my baby, I stopped working, obviously, and I took a leave from college. And it was really difficult for me at that time because I didn't have a car.
Right.
I didn't have a job. I was trying to enroll back in college. I couldn't afford childcare. And like, this guy was blowing up. I could barely catch him now. You know what I'm saying? Everything was happening so fast. And then I have like blogs judging my life. Like, I'm posting regular pictures of my kid and they have a problem with something that's on the floor because it's
they knew somebody, who he was.
Yeah, like at that time. You get what I'm saying?
It was a learning curve.
Yeah, it really was. It was hard. It was a depressing time for me.
Man, why so?
Because I was so young and I feel like I was thrown into something that I didn't ask for. Because you got to remember when I was dating my kid's dad, he wasn't famous.
Right.
Over the 9 months of me being pregnant, he started bubbling like a lot.
Right.
And towards the end of my pregnancy, it's like he was here.
Guy.
Yeah. Like, I remember, like,
biggest guy in the world.
Yeah, at that point, right. So then by the time my daughter is 5 months old, he's really just that guy right now, like everywhere. Right. And I just feel like I didn't get treated fairly at that time. But I had somebody in my life who was like there for me and my daughter 120%. So that's why I say, like, God put that person there for me. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't even talk to that person no more.
Right.
But at that time, it was an extremely difficult time because you got people judging you, people thinking you should have this or you should have that because he has this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was still taking a bus with my kid at that time, and it was hard. Like, nothing about being a teen mom is easy because it's so many resources that you have to dig and find out. Like, when you have a kid, you got to really be on doctor's appointments. You got to be on immunizations. You got to be on school records. You got to be on physicals. You got to be on time. If the baby gets sick, it's so much responsibility that a teenager is just.
Did it? Being that he blew up right away and he was going probably for some months at a time. Did you grow like a big disdain for him?
No, I didn't, because
you said you was depressed. Well,
yeah, I wouldn't say I was necessarily depressed, but it was a very difficult time. But I mean, for the most part, I didn't feel any way towards it. If I could just say anything I felt towards him, I was really disappointed.
Right.
Because I felt like everything changed him as a person.
Yeah.
And I felt like everything happened so fast. But, I mean, outside of that, I didn't really have no feelings towards it. I just wanted better for my daughter and I.
So, when did the bookings and stuff start coming for you? Your Instagram start growing?
That started happening, I want to say... But actually, it started happening after a video clip went viral of me and him arguing on my porch.
Oh, that was you on the porch.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to go viral. Right, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I didn't even know what going viral was.
Right.
Okay. I posted it simply because I had a private conversation with his sister about certain ways I was feeling, thinking maybe she could talk to her brother. She told him, however, and he in turn took it to Facebook. So then that caused me and him to have Facebook back and forth. So when he came to my house, me posting that was really much so like, because everybody was attacking me, because it's like at that time, he's this guy. Nobody cares about my side of the story. It's like, We love him. Who are you? And shut up bothering him. But he started with me on social media. And he's popping up at my house. Right. Threatening me. So that was the point. To really show people that I'm not the problematic one. I'm home-minded my business, sitting on the porch with my daughter and my grandmother. Right. And this is what I'm dealing with. And I mean, like, the next day, that shit was like, I was like, what the fuck? And then it was like, a little bit, at first it was like, all right, this is all right, because I wasn't getting no money from him. But then people wanted to start paying me $800, $1,200 just to come sit in a club that I used to go to for free all the time.
Why not get that money?
Yeah, so it became like that type of thing. Then I started realizing that I might have something a little bit more here with them fucking with my personality like that, because he got other baby mothers too. Right. Who, if they just following me because I'm a Fetty Wap baby mother, they will follow them too. Yeah, but no, it's them probably coming to my page because they see me as Fetty Wap baby mother.
You got other baby mothers in the hood? That's like, I thought you was the only one that probably wasn't known. Not what you known. Everybody know you, but you know what I mean.
No, he got. So I'm saying, like, if it was just because she's his baby mother thing, they all would have this. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
No, they came to my page probably because of that, but they fuck with me. That's why they started following me, and that's why they keep up with me. Even I haven't posted nothing about him in years. My followers are still here.
Right. Whatever opportunities came, I done seen you on some modeling shit. I seen the swimwear. Shout out to my homegirl Jennifer. I done seen y'all super fly. Swim by gym, something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Simple swim. Me and I had a fallout, but
damn, what happened with that situation?
But it's cool, huh?
Not my boy.
We ain't gonna get into it. I mean, honestly,
it's the industry, man.
A humongous misunderstanding, and it's just weird to me how things unraveled. Right. You know, I don't want to get into it. I mean, it's not nothing that I could grow past because I was disrespected over something that, wasn't that serious. So I'm the type of person where it's like, I'm an easy person to get along with. But once you bring me problems, like, you got to be somebody I really love and really fuck with and really been in my life for a while for me to be like, this motherfucker, but I fuck with you. Like,
I love her.
If we new friends and you coming at me a certain way, like, I clip it because I don't have time for none of it.
I'm surprised you never had no love and hip hop opportunities, or have you?
I actually have, but at the time, I wasn't working on music, and I didn't have much going on other than the fact that I had a lot of followers and I was getting bookings, and I knew I wanted to do something with my platform. I just didn't know what. So I didn't want to throw myself on that show, and
they had you up there looking like a nut.
Yeah, I swear that.
Let me tell you something though.
I didn't want to get thrown on that show without an exact direction.
No, you overthought it. I feel me personally. Let me just say this personally. All right, this is what I thought. This is my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I feel like us as people. I feel like you're a smart and intelligent woman, right? And I think we had to learn life on a curve. I feel like if you'd have got the opportunity to love on hip hop and you would have took it, I feel like you would have figured it out on the curve.
I definitely would have, but at that time I wasn't mature enough.
Right. Something totally
at
different
all.
now.
You know what I'm saying? At that time, I was in a space where I've been in rooms with people who work with big companies. I'm talking about like Tommy Hilfiger.
Right.
Put together fashion shows with Tommy Hilfiger. They watch those shows.
Right.
They do. Right. They not working with certain people. They see you as a liability and they shut it down. And I knew at that time, if I would have put myself on that show, what they do on that show is they stir pots on purpose.
Facts.
They'll know me and you got a problem together and me and you was good friends. And they'll say, oh yeah, you going to Louis' album release. It's not going to be no problem. It's just Louis' party. I get there and the first person I see is this person.
Right.
That's the type of shit they do.
Right.
And at that time, I wasn't with the TV shit, like at all. And I had problems with real bitches in the industry that I know for a fact they would have put in my face and I would have been in just a bad situation.
Yeah.
Had I took that situation at that time. It just wasn't a smart thing.
And how did you grow past those moments? Like, you know what I mean, not being a part of the industry, just if you see these people, I'm gonna walk past them now opposed to pop on them. How did you grow past, or are you past that yet?
I'm not. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It's like certain people in my mind that they're not a part of this growth. Like, I'm still whoop your ass when I see you. You're not a part of this growth, this new. It's like
you
two
still
people.
Get these hands.
It's like two people, I swear. 3. And outside of that, I'm done because it's not worth it. But certain things you just can't let slide. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that happen, no matter how much time has passed, I can't let it slide.
So, being as though you had this clout and you got a name and image, I mean, people like what you look like and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You like what she look like. That's why you said you like what she look like. That nigga funny.
She knows she funny.
Thank you.
So, like, how was dating for you?
Like, you mean right now or overall?
Overall, generally.
Throughout this journey, you feel me? Like, DMs lit in the club, people burning down.
Let's say these past 5 years.
These past 5 years.
I seen you used to post Black Youngster a lot. I'm like, she like this Black ass.
No.
Hey, yo, nigga hater.
Hey,
you don't like niggas that look like you, bro.
I know a little better than that nigga.
It wasn't like I never slept with Black Youngster. I never had. He was really a sweet guy to me at that time. We was cool, you know, for a little bit of time. That was about it. Like that was really all that was to that. I never dated him.
Are you single right now?
I'm actually not single.
That's
but I'm
cat.
like
She respectfully separated right now.
I swear I love that term. I love that term.
Oh, you was married?
I am married. I'm legally married.
Oh, but y'all not together. Y'all separated.
Things are really rocky right now. There's a lot of, situations going right now that just leads me to believe that right now I just have to follow my heart and do what's best for me. And anything around that's meant to be for me is going to be right there for me.
Right.
So we got questions. We usually ask 5 things, right?
Okay.
So if a man wanted to approach you, what's 5 things to do? And what's 5 things to not do? Let's start with the things to do.
5 things to do. Make sure you don't got no boogers in your nose. I swear.
Nasty booger man.
Yeah, I get turned off super. I would never call you and answer your phone. Make sure it's not in your teeth. Make sure your breath is not stink. I can't deal with stinky breath.
Ugh.
Let me see. Do's.
No, two more not to do.
Not to do's. Two more not to do's.
You already told us.
2 more dudes.
No, we doing not to do's
She
because I know I
telling us
definitely
not
said
to do.
boogers,
Not to do.
something in your nose, something in your teeth, stinking breath. So I know we doing not do's.
Yeah, that's 3. And
2 more. Not to do's. Don't be corny. Like corny pickup. Like don't be cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be extra cool.
Right.
Don't do that. And don't try to make it about money off the rip. This is a turn off to me.
That's 5 not to do. She gave us, and she did that shit clean.
Yeah.
What's the other 5? What's the do's?
The do's.
Let me take some notes.
Oh my God.
Nuts.
The do's. I was just be yourself. Just be cool. You know.
That's 1.
Like the coolest approaches are the sexiest. Like when you just be yourself. You know. And I could tell when you being yourself.
That's real shit.
And I honestly don't know. That's really my only do right there. Just be yourself when you step in.
But this is what I always tell. When women, this is the problem a lot of time. I always say a lot of times women get in relationships with men that they don't know what they want to ask the man for. Like, so.
No, I mean, full-term relationship, I know. But I'm talking about as far as approaching me.
I'm talking about just being with you, period. Being with you and approach.
It starts from the approach.
What I'm trying to say is, right, for when you came up here, right, you sat down, I had a conversation with you. You know why? Because I know what I wanted from you. And when we dealing with women and when women dealing with men, it should be the same approach. When you come and you deal with me, I need to know what I want. This is what I want from you. This is how I want you to approach me. This is how I want you to speak to me. This is what I like. This is my love.
But that's really it. I'm telling you, as far as approaching me, my only requirements, all of those don't do none of those.
Yeah. But a nigga, look, he could not do none of those and be himself and you not like it. That's what I'm telling you. So you might not like me being myself.
Right.
Like, so people meet me and be like, damn, bro, you mad arrogant. No, that's not arrogant.
No, you don't say. People say that about you?
Yeah, you funny. It ain't no arrogance.
It's the sarcasm for me.
This nigga's funny.
I say, all right, but let me think of some do's. Do be funny.
Look, that's two.
Do smell good. Like I mean a good cologne. Like when you walk past, make you turn around.
Right.
Don't be ugly and wearing no good colognes. I hate when a motherfucker make me waste a good turnaround and you ugly as hell.
The hell
smelling
some
like
bullshit.
heaven. Yes, like
you like men fat, skinny, small. What's your preference?
I honestly don't really have a type.
Right.
I fall in love with people.
Yo, that's crazy. A lot of women that's been coming up here lately that I've been asking, they all kind of said the same thing.
The only thing I don't do is and I'm not racist, but I've never dated, talked to a white guy. I'm just not attracted to them.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
Yeah, it's not my thing. Or Spanish guys.
But we support them.
Yeah, I mean,
you never dated a Spanish guy either?
I actually did. My high school sweetheart was a Spanish guy.
Oh, all right.
But as I got older and started getting into what, really knowing my body and what I like and what I want, and I don't like poppies. It's not for me.
Nah.
The last poppy I dealt with turned me off from all poppies. He didn't speak.
Damn, poppies, y'all did.
He didn't speak English.
Why you doing us like that, yo?
He didn't speak English and I didn't speak Spanish, so he would just be like.
It was a horrible vibe.
Yeah, but he was very, very, he was nice looking and we used to have fun together. We used to just walk around and go buy food and just laugh and try to figure each other out. But it was just like, all right, this is not for me at all. Like the Spanish, I can't, and I knew from that moment it wasn't for me.
And tell us about your worst date ever. What was the worst date you've been on?
We had a crazy one up here.
What's the worst date you've been on?
My worst date. The worst date I've ever been on, right, was actually on my birthday.
Oh, man. Oh, my.
Yeah, we want to hear this.
When your birthday?
November 4th.
Oh, man, she's Scorpio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another fucking Scorpio.
Water sign like me.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, yeah, I'm a Cancer. My birthday. Hey, look. Y'all
Cancers
love me.
are real. I like Cancers. They're real.
If y'all love me, my birthday Sunday. Holla at me.
Happy birthday if I don't see you again.
I'm gonna be in Patterson. I'm gonna be at Rain. I got Rain. I got what else I got?
Republic
23. You know what I mean?
Rain is fun, but there's no in between in that motherfucker.
I mean,
either it's hot as hell or it's cold as hell.
You know what it is? They know when they see my name. When they see my name, they know the bartender's gonna bug. They, well, can Louis come? They know how I'm coming up there when I comes there.
I like Rain, but
she know.
So your worst
when I come in Rain.
It was my birthday. I honestly was getting taken out on a date.
So this your dude at the time or just a friend?
This is my man at the time.
Oh, man.
I was getting taken out on a date. And he was trying to surprise me with the restaurant that we was going to. And I kept telling him I'm a very picky eater. Like, I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm picky.
Right.
Like, at least tell me the kind of food. He didn't want to tell me. So I said, as long as it's not Japanese or Chinese food, we're good. Only Chinese food I like is hood Chinese stores.
Real.
I don't like Tile and PF Chang and all that. Yeah, I don't like all of that extra stuff.
You don't like Tile?
No. That's where we went to, Tile.
Oh, you tripping. I love Tile.
After you told him as long as it ain't that.
Right. Mind you, when we
told
spoke,
him before the date.
I told him before the deal. But we spoke days later, and he said, in my head, when you said, as long as it's not Chinese or Japanese, I'm like, fuck. But I made the reservations already.
Fuck the reservations.
Nah, for real, though, right? That's what I'm saying.
Tripping.
So, look, let's get into it. So, boom. We get to the restaurant, so I see a big-ass booth as soon as we walk in. I'm like, I just told you, that killed my vibe off rip because I kind of feel like you ain't.
But the ambiance is nice though, at least. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Nah, the gesture was nice as hell.
Yeah,
I never once took that away.
Right.
So we sit down. I'm like, I'm going to give it a try. I'm looking through the menu. I'm like, I don't know what none of this shit is. Like, I'm not jacking it. I don't want to waste your money.
She from Passaic for sure, for real.
No, I'm dead serious.
She want to go to a hookah lounge.
Nah, I ain't even want to. Look, this is how real it is. I ain't even want to go to the hookah lounge. It was a Capital Grill up the street.
Oh, I love Capital Grill.
I said, look, I love Capital Grill. We love Capital Grill. We've been there plenty of times. I know that menu. Let's go there.
You know that,
I said, and
that
it's cheaper.
steak with the black sauce on it.
It's coming out sizzling. And I'm like, let's go there.
Mushroom
It's cheaper,
sauce?
and I know what I want from it.
What'd he say when you said, let's go there?
He didn't want to. He was like, oh, you want grateful? I'm trying to show you a good time, and you doing all this. So I'm like...
And you married him. This is the person you married? Oh, yeah. Damn.
Opposites attract.
We just left the spot, and he was really upset.
So y'all didn't even eat?
Talking to me crazy, and it was the worst day ever. No, we didn't eat nothing. We just left. We took an Uber back to the nice hotel we were supposed to be staying at for my birthday. Then the cops got called on us. We got kicked out.
Y'all was fighting.
Damn, so he didn't even get the whoop or nothing.
Hey, yo, let me tell y'all something, ladies, my dudes. Look, my guys, my boys. Look. It's not your birthday.
Thank you.
Right?
No, not just men, though. Women do that too.
My B-day.
Nah, yeah,
when you doing something for somebody on their birthday,
it's my B-day.
Right.
You gotta really consider that person. When you're doing something for somebody on their birthday, trying to surprise them, don't think about what you want for them. Think about what they like, for them. What they into.
Right. This is not your Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? This is not your...
Women, when y'all surprising us, we don't want no fucking cake. We don't want no balloons.
He felt as though I was being ungrateful, and I kind of can understand, because I did have a little bit of an attitude, but I wasn't being ungrateful. I just felt like it's my birthday, and I shouldn't be forced to have to sit here to eat something that I don't know what's on the menu.
You told him already you don't want to come in.
Exactly.
Before he even
And then I got my heart broken because at the end of the night, I woke up the next morning and he was gone. He was with his ex-girlfriend on my birthday, so I was just crying.
And you still married him.
Not my boy.
Yeah.
Not my boy.
Hey, yo, let me say on that note,
Not
let me say
my boy.
this to all women, right? Now let me go this to this, right?
Let me hear it, please.
Listen to me. You only gonna be valued how you value yourself. So if you don't value yourself out of 10, I ain't gonna value you out of 10.
Right.
And if I'm able to cheat and fuck other joints on you, then that's what I'm able to do. And that's where you always gonna be laid at.
Right.
Even if I marry you or not. You know what you is? You're my jury case. Anything else, I'm splattering.
That's why I'm separated.
Hey, I'm just saying. So just all of this is...
Wait, that's what caused y'all separation?
No.
I was about to say, damn, what type
all I
of
want to say to
person?
the ladies is love yourself, man. Put self first.
Right.
Everything else is gonna come, you know what I mean?
No, that's the truth.
That's facts.
Now, a lot of time women be too forgiving because it couldn't be me. Shit,
Wait,
me.
so you know what it be? You know what it be,
Fuck
right?
that.
To be real with you, what it be is like, when you think about all of the time and the energy that you invested, it's like,
Right.
damn, like out of everything I could have left for, I'm gonna let this be while I leave. But then it seemed like that be your response every time something happens.
Yeah, or you stay and then the list get longer.
Yeah, the list get longer, then it comes to a point where it's like,
I'm out.
Like, do I want to
Early.
keep chancing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to keep?
But look at your age. You're 25.
Not even.
Look how
Don't
you-
put no extra years
You're
on me.
24. And look how you look. You teeth straight. You know what I mean? You probably fry chicken hard.
Hey, yeah, we love that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Fry that
the
chicken
cootie
up
cat
hard,
good.
baby.
Who said that? I never said.
No,
Hold on. Don't call me white girl. Yeah, she
Yeah,
said my coochie good and I fried chicken hard the first time. Yeah, she did say
That's
that.
what I'm not talking
She's
about.
funny, you know.
Cootie cat fry good. So I'm just saying to you, you got options out here.
No,
Nigga
yeah,
ain't
it's
treating
true.
you right as options. Niggas got money that's going to, right niggas going to spend it.
Right.
So, you know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact. The wrong niggas will spend it too.
The wrong niggas will spend it too. I'm just simply saying though, you know what I mean? Opportunity is where you see it at.
Right.
I mean, if you're not able to see the opportunity, then you're going to miss it every time. But
That's true.
let's go past that now. We want to go back to the music now.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
please do.
We seeing you that you said you was getting bookings.
Mhm.
That's great. You move forward. You didn't take the love and hip hop situation. That's
Right.
horrible. You know what I mean?
That was back in like 2016.
You know what I mean? But now, you know what I mean? You're a grown woman. It's 2022. You passed the pandemic. You graduated school already.
You understand the game a little better.
Definitely.
What do you
yeah.
think you're gonna do differently than what you did before?
You know what it is? It has, I'm telling you, like 70% of it has to do with being comfortable as an artist.
Right.
Because when you're not comfortable as an artist, you kind of got other people running your show and telling you what's going down. And I came to a point right now where I completely fell in love with my work.
Right.
And it's like, I just had somebody big that wanted to work with me, but they wanted me to do things their way. And I shut them down. Because I don't care how much money you have. I don't care who you put on. And I don't care what experience you have. I'm really emotionally connected to my craft.
Right.
So Jay-Z, P. Diddy could come to me right now and be like, I want to take over. And he can't. That's how much I believe in myself.
But I always say this, right? And
I'm willing to work with, but I'm not willing to
work for.
To work. It's not even about working for, because at the end of the day, we might be in a situation where one situation I'm working for you, and the next situation you're working for me. We a team.
Right.
So it's not even about working for, but I refuse to let anybody, I don't give a fuck who you are.
Right.
Nobody's coming on my ship that I've been running by myself
Building
since 2018 and telling me to shut the fuck up and sit back and trust their process.
Never.
It's not happening. You know what I'm saying?
But do you agree that it's a give and take?
Yeah, it's definitely a give and... This whole life is a give and take.
So you're willing to work with, but you just not, like you said, you're not really just, I'm not working for you. I built this.
It gotta make sense.
Here. Yeah,
it gotta make sense for me to be... That's like, when I say it gotta make sense, that's like if fucking Jay-Z came to me and said, look, I heard your voice here. I fell in love with it. I got this track idea for you. I wrote it. I want all the publishing, but I want you to do it. Now, he's saying he got the rollout. He got everything set up, press run, promo run, everything on how he wants to put this song out. At that moment, I'll shut the fuck up and let him get on my ship and do what he gonna do, because that's one song. Right. And I know he's gonna put the bag behind, if he wants all the publishing, he's gonna put the bag behind making sure the song blows. He's not on stage performing with me, so that show money is mine. And whatever I go on and do in my career after that one song is mine. So if it makes sense, I'll shut the fuck up and sit back. I can't give somebody my whole career. Right. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I'm
not... Would you able to give somebody 5 years of your career, though?
No. I'm not giving
24.
somebody 1 year of I'm not giving somebody 2 months of my career, because this is what I'm saying. I'm willing to work with. We could do anything together. Right. Anything together.
So it got to be mutually agreed upon.
And I don't even have to have like equal creative control. If you I'll trust your process if you're saying this is the process, but you're not going to tell me to shut up and trust your process.
Right.
I'm going to have input.
It's about how you do it.
I'm going to have ideas.
You got to have a voice.
Yeah, I have to have a voice. I've been working on this for too long.
On your own.
On my own.
And you've been
paying my own money.
And you've been successful in your own rights.
Right. So far, like the last song that I put out, that was like my shit. Well, it wasn't the last. It was the second to last. Technically, it was the last, because it was the last structured song I put out. I've been putting out freestyles since then.
Right.
The last song I put out got 90,000 views on YouTube, 90,000 plays on fucking SoundCloud. Never been promoted. At all. I never put a dime into promotion. Just strictly telling people, hey, go listen to this from my Instagram.
Right.
So I seen what I could do. That's damn near, that's almost gold.
Right.
If I would put a little bit of bread into it, I didn't even put it on streaming platforms.
So let me ask you a question, right? Do you believe in ad promo? Like Google ads and so on and so forth? Have you ever run some of those ad promos?
Hell yeah, I haven't. I've done it on smaller scales. And I do promo ads for other people.
Right.
So I see what it does. You know, like, for example, I had somebody do my hair and they gained like 300 followers just from me posting them maybe 3 times.
Right.
So it makes sense. You know, if you could get these ads to promote you all at the same time, then you're really on to something.
Well, let me ask you a question. This is what a lot of these artists always fell at, right? And I just found out later in my career. I've been doing this music thing, right, a little longer than most artists have, right? And I never had a huge moment, but I was always able to find my niche. So I've probably been doing this story. Like, I'm a real street nigga, so when and I don't like to say it like that, like, oh, I'm a real street nigga. But I'm saying I've been going to jail back and forth. Yeah, so some years don't count, some years do count. You know what I'm saying? But I like to say I've been doing this for like since 2014, like on the business end, right? And I learned and figured out a lot of different things. And I figured out that the music doesn't really matter as much as the commercial. So, you know what I mean? The video is just more important than anything else. Right? You know
and
I'm
tired of trying to fucking explain it to people.
Right. This is a preview for the product.
Yeah,
so the product is what hair you own, what t-shirt you got, what lip gloss you have, what, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand that. What's your moves when it comes to cornering the market and whatever that you want to do outside of the music? What does the music drive?
Ask me in a different way.
All right. Do you have a product?
You mean, what does the music
what
drive?
Other bags come from the music?
So what other bags come from the music?
So because like I said, music is the commercial. But what is the preview? So when you previewing something, it's usually the music is this, but go to see my lip line, go to see my T-shirt. So what does the music drive?
Acting.
So fucking much, man. I ain't even gonna lie. You want to know what's crazy? I was locked out of my social media account for like 8 months straight.
I'd have been sick.
I was disgusted.
I only got 22,000 followers. I would have been sick.
I was disgusted. Like, I mean, to the point I had like 149K followers when I lost my gram. My shit went down to like 133K because I'm not posting nothing.
Look, she a big dog.
No, not even a big dog, but that hurts to have that big drop. That's almost 20,000 people that left my page because I was locked out for so long. So I'm just now starting to get back. I just got back into my gram like towards the end of May. Wow. And I just been throwing up content and like getting it back bubbling.
What you mean like you was locked out?
I was locked out. They logged me out. And when I went to log back in, it wasn't allowing me to log back in. It wasn't sending me the login link.
But you know what the problem is, Rob? We think we can't reach people that we can. You could actually call them motherfuckers. Is the YouTube office, the Facebook office, all of them connected?
I was trying everything. I even emailed some people who, I'm not gonna lie, Masika was trying to help me because I think she had a situation like that. And she knew some people that like their personal emails that work for Instagram.
Right.
And like, I was even hitting them up and they was on some like, don't know what to tell you type shit.
Right.
Like, I'm not getting the login link. My email, my phone number is right. I'm putting in my right password. It's saying error occurred, try again later. I mean, I was sick.
So what was the response once you finally got back on and you dropped this new freestyle?
Oh, man. That was crazy.
I see the views going crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. It just feels good. You know, it feels good to have my platform back because I never paid for a follower in my life. So building that, like losing that platform that I built took so many years building.
Right.
And I had so many people genuinely fucking with me.
Right.
That shit like grieving. Like that shit was like grieving for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm posting on my new Instagram. I mean, I'm sitting here like a sad kid looking at, and you know what it was
getting
just
five
like? It's like
likes.
if you like when you on punishment as a kid and you looking at all the kids having fun outside. Cause I'm going to my Instagram and I'm seeing people comment like, "Girl, where you at? Are you okay? Where you been? You ain't posted so long." I'm like, I have a new Instagram. Please follow me.
Yeah.
Only have like 2,000 followers.
Now you got a little backup though.
But yeah, now I got a good backup because that page is going up. You know what I'm saying?
How many was that? 8,000 probably?
Nah, right now like 4,000 followers.
Yeah, that's what you need. That you work both.
Yeah, so I'm just working and I got both Instagram names in each other's bios. So
tell us about this new song. What you about to get with, Louis? The segment? That's what you ready for?
This is
I'm sweating already. I don't got time for this.
I got a segment I do here. Fuck the small talk.
Fuck all the small talk.
This is the question. Okay. You ever did an OnlyFans page?
Yes.
What was
Tell us about
What was on that page?
On my OnlyFans page?
Yeah, we need to know. The people need to know.
Okay, I had OnlyFans, but I'm not gonna lie, I never went like all out on there.
Yeah.
Like my motto was to post things that I wouldn't be embarrassed, like if my family saw.
So you wasn't posting no ass or nothing on there?
I mean, yeah, but like with panties on. Like,
sorry to hear that. Y'all just
she ain't giving us
a yeah, like I never posted like my breast or I put my toes up there. I got nice toes. I know some guys got little.
Niggas be
be into the feet.
I know a girl that like is rich off of like a foot fetish page. Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, Lou, I got a confession. I subscribed.
Oh shit!
Hey, you subscribe to
he subscribed to your OnlyFans.
Yeah, so you one of the guys. So you one of the guys that got because
it wasn't nothing going on there.
Oh shit!
It's all good.
Shit was quiet up there.
He was in there with a T-shirt on.
Hey man, I made like $5,000 in like fucking very little months.
Yo,
like
you should have been up there half showing a little bit of breast like this.
A little.
Why is he
You'd have made $1 million. You'd have made $1 million.
Don't do that ever again.
Stop.
Oh, man.
A little bit.
You see it's the face for me, like the face. Like when you fake try to act like you ain't knows, and this bitch, you knew that nipple was out. Stop it.
You know, and you seeing it through your fingerprint.
You wasn't up there twerking to your songs and that.
That's the type of shit I was doing up there.
Yeah,
twerking, posting in like bra, like nothing crazy.
I always tell people that, especially the female artists, you know, But that's another question I'm gonna ask you after this. But I always tell people this, yo, just for you to entertain, you gotta give up a little bit of yourself. This is a different type of business. This
a little vulnerability.
Sex sells.
Sex sells.
It is what it is.
Because you rather be. I know a lot of artists, and I'm not gonna say no names. I know a lot of artists, right? I've been in this industry for a while, right? That has millions and millions of followers, but don't have the dollars to match.
Nah, yeah.
So your popularity and your likability are two different things. So, you know what I mean? You can be as popular as you want, but who's spending dollars with you? That's where your likability come in at. That's where people really, what's the name? Because you can have 5,000 followers, right? But 1,500 of them purchase.
Right.
So the purchase power is what matter. You feel me? You feel I only got 20,000 followers, right? I sell 250 t-shirts a week. You do the math.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know what I mean? It's just a different thing. I got 15 albums though. So I got 15 albums. I probably get like $1,200 to $1,800 every week, every Monday off my
streams.
Off my streams.
Okay.
So you do the math.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah, Louis, this and that, yeah. But I made $120,000 this year off my music. What did you make?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I made $250,000 on my t-shirts. What did you make? Not saying you, I'm just saying.
That,
just,
but,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just simply saying.
I wish I could make $300,000 off t-shirt.
You could definitely.
Yeah, I was about to say. I can. I just.
You can on OnlyFans.
You sure can. And then I only put $20,000 through the year. $20,000 through the year in ad promo. So $20,000 through the year is like $2,000, less than $2,000 a month. Right. It's probably like $1,200 a month. Or $1,300 a month. You do the math. So I'm just saying,
you keep saying you do the math. This Don Julio said I ain't doing no math.
I nigga hitting you with mad numbers right now.
You do the math.
How much
you say one more number and say you do the math.
So tell us about this new single that's about to drop. Right. By the time this drop, the single gonna drop same day. Boom, pow.
Yeah, that's so perfect. When I was talking to Taylor to get all of this scheduled and set up,
right?
That was my goal, and I think she communicated that to you as well.
Yeah, take my nigga.
Yeah,
Tay ain't shit though.
We want to play the names. We gonna play the music. Names. We gonna play the music. Rico, we gonna play the music right here.
Right here.
Do the drop for us right now.
This is some exclusive shit, right? This song ain't even out yet.
Okay.
This song right here came about just getting in my bag, like feeling so powerfully, like just feeling the female energy, like bitches is the shit.
Right.
Like the shit. Like y'all niggas would be eating fucking breadcrumbs out our fucking hands before this world is over. Damn. I mean, that's just how it's going right now. You know what I'm saying? This beauty industry is thriving. Got eyelashes, microblading eyebrows, semi-permanent makeup, hairstyle. Fucking hairstylists is charging $500 for wigs and then $300 to put it on. And then you got OnlyFans. I mean, nobody want to see niggas on OnlyFans swinging their dick around. So, females is like really, really winning right now. Not to mention women that's not even in the industry, that's really just working hard naturally, that went to school and got their college degree, and that's, entrepreneurs and running clothing lines. And, it's a lot of shit going on. So I was feeling really like, fuck niggas when I wrote this song. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted it to be fun. I wanted it to be... I wanted it to be something that immediately, if a female hear it, they just got to get up and twerk. Period.
What's the name of it?
The song is called Fly Shit Only.
Fly shit on.
Yeah, because it's like fly. I say fly like 8 times in the hook. So I was gonna call it fly bitch because I'm like fly bitch like a fly bitch would. But I'm like, I want it to be something that dudes could relate to too.
Right.
So I call it Fly Shit Only because a nigga ain't gonna be like, yeah, you heard that song Fly Bitches? I like that song. Like, but they'll be like, yo, you heard that shit called Fly Shit Only? Like, they'll be more comfortable saying it that. That's basically the background of that song.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun track.
We gonna
got some shit following up behind it.
Drop that,
we gonna drop that shit right now.
Boom.
Real bitch, money first, dick later. Level up on niggas like we playing escalators. I'm by my bag, yeah, bitch, I'm by my paper. Every time I walk by, wonder why these bitches hate her. Cause I stay dripped and bitch, I look good. Keep a fly whip like a fly bitch should. Shitting on these haters like a fly bitch could. And I'm making hoes mad like a fly bitch would. Woke up in the club and
You went crazy.
Yo, you guys don't like when I said it, right?
That's our shit, yo. Hashtag fly shit only.
We gonna be playing this a lot. We gonna spin this a lot.
Y'all better, because I'll be back up here to fight. Don't
we know you're a little bully.
Yeah,
we established that already.
Corner store.
Right. Let me ask you this question though. Like, I know you said you ain't had much growing up, but how was it for you in high school and then, dealing with the industry, being the pretty girl? I know guys always want to, try to, have sex or lay with you and to do business with you. How do you correlate yourself and be great still and wiggle through those situations?
As a attractive female, I don't really deal with that too much.
Wow,
because I feel like it's because I have a masculine energy and I shut shit down from the door. If I'm working with somebody, like I have this guy that I just got locked in with. Like I just had my first phone call with him yesterday. He do like PR and marketing run for Forbes, for the Source magazine. And he been trying to get at me for a minute. Now that I'm back in my music, I finally DM'd him back, but I told him from the jump, like, I'm not fucking with you at all. Like, if you want to work, we gonna work, but that's what it is. He like, all right.
You know what alleviates a lot of that?
Huh?
If you ask they price, that alleviates all that. If you pay for it, you pay you weigh.
Yeah, I pay like I weigh. And I just keep shit professional. And it's something about my energy when people are around me. And guys, they don't really try me out like that. And then, honestly, a lot of guys, when they first see me, they might have the impression like she cute, I want to fuck her. And when they start talking to me, like guys, I have guys fall in love with me that I've never even met before. Just from talking to them. Because they always felt like they might come and be like, oh, I just want to fuck her, you know what I'm saying? But once they start talking to me, just a simple conversation, they be like, she's different. Because I could hold a conversation. I have a strong head on my shoulders and I'm intelligent and I hold myself a certain way. So guys, most girls that's attractive, like me, not trying to big myself up, but it's not really much behind the shell. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And it's the truth. So guys they genuinely be shocked. They just want to talk and they be cool. We be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Then you friend zone them.
Yeah, I friend zone a lot of people.
This is the last question I want to ask you before we get out of here, right? Mm-hmm. This life is a different one that we live in this industry, so on and so forth. But what's your goals and what's your ideas? What do you want to get out of this life? When it's all said and done, when the bells is ringing and you 50, 60 years old, 70 years old, and the bell's about to ring, you about to take your last breath. What do you want to get out of this situation? What do you want to say that you did in this industry and in this life?
I really want to change the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think it's impossible. I just feel like people haven't put the footwork in that's been in positions to do it.
Right.
Like, there's no reason why. Everything is like a cycle. If you teach kids in poverty and about debt and about how to avoid it and how loans work and how college works and how life works, how going bankrupt works, how getting evicted works, how budgeting works. If these things are taught in school, poverty rates will go down. People just don't know what they're not taught. I haven't used any algebra or biology or any of that I've learned in high school. I haven't used it. I feel like it starts with the hoods. You get what I'm saying? Like, if this shit really, really works for me, when it's said and done, I want to be able to really change the world and make a difference. I don't really care about buying big chains and buying big jewelry. Like, I want to open schools and put new algorithms to educating children in the hood. I want to open up recreational centers and give kids a safe place to go to so they don't got to walk home and see crackheads and drug dealers and shit all over the place. They got to go play over fucking dirty needles and shit. Nah, like, I want to have it to where they could come. It's a little area. They could play basketball. They could play on iPads. They could get help with their homework, and this shit is free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to open up jails and reform the way that, like, the prison systems is fucked up.
All right, for sure.
Everything is fucked up, but money changes everything.
For sure.
You know, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, Michael Jordan got his money in prisons.
All right.
But he not doing it right.
Know, the Washington, the bars.
Yeah, like, no, you gotta do it right.
Right.
Like, people who go to jail, they need psychiatric evaluations
I ain't need
some of them. But a lot of this shit comes from trauma and from PTSD and making bad decisions and not having nobody to talk to.
Right.
And now, if you had a man that was an ex-convict, got felons, but turned his shit into a multi-millionaire business, self-made millionaire, whatever, and had this man come and meet with these prisoners every week, And I had a psychiatrist come meet with them every week and figure out like real structural programs. Like shit would change. But you can't take people and lock them in fucking 12 by 8 cages for 5 years and throw them back out there. Like,
you know, jails is used to make money though. Like you said.
Nah, hell yeah, that shit's the biggest money maker in America.
They want you to keep them. That's a dope answer that you gave us.
It's not gonna be easy to do the things that I want to do,
right?
Because they're not gonna run a young black woman doing it.
That part.
They're not. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not gonna be easy.
Right.
But when it's said and done, these are the things that I want to do. Of course, I'm gonna start out where I'm from, Passaic. But I want to branch out and really do this shit.
Right.
Because it's not impossible. You just got to get the right people behind you. You got to have the bag. And you got to have a voice. Like, once you hit a certain point, niggas can't shut your shit down. No matter how much they want to.
That's a fact.
So that's what I want to be. That's what will make me feel accomplished at the end of the day. If I know that I was able to do those things that I want to do. Because those are things that I genuinely want to do.
So before we get out of here, you going to stay independent? Or you gonna sign a deal? What's your goal?
It depends. It depends on if the bag is right. Because right now I'm not signed. See, most artists that's up and coming, they be signed to their little crew or whatever from their hood.
Right.
Then they get a famous rapper that's already popping with their label, like Drake with OVO.
Right.
And they sign a rapper and their little crew from the hood, the whole label.
Right.
Then Atlantic signed the OVO, signs the small crew. I don't want that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if I had it my way, I would stay independent until the major label come to me directly.
Right.
That's what I want.
And if people want to send you records, are you open to like, would you recite anybody else's words or you just want your own?
No, yeah, I've done people send me reference tracks and I did it and it came out good. But one thing that I do is I'm big on my publishing.
Right.
So you can send me a reference tracks, but one of them verses or that hook, something is gonna get changed. Something is gonna get changed.
Right.
We're gonna work together. Like I said before. Right. That's how I do reference tracks.
Well, we appreciate you for coming.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
Beers and bottles, fly shit only.
Fly shit only. Beers and bottles. It's your main man, PBM Louie. Make sure y'all tap in.
Jack.
Swap.